Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. Week 12 of the weekly challenges upon us, and we'll be using the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10RR in the Nordschleife. So here we go, one of the most revered but yet feared tracks in the world, and that is of course the Nordschleife. I know my Discord server went up in flames as people realised that the Nordschleife is the weekly challenge on stock tyres. Stock tyres, yes, another stock tyre event in weekly challenge, so we're going to do what we can do and just give it our best shot. The time to beat is 7 minutes and 16 seconds, and I'm pretty certain we can tackle that here with the Kawasaki Ninja. So of course, with these weekly challenges, I like to give you some sort of tips and tricks. I'm guessing that a lot of you are going to be pretty confident with the first couple of corners. It's going to be towards the end where you're really going to struggle. But nonetheless, I'm going to try and give you some advice, and let's see if we can tackle the Nordschleife together. So going up to this very difficult uphill section, you want to just let go of the acceleration a little bit and just bring on the brakes ever so gently. Don't brake too abruptly because you will push the front down and you will lift the rear up and you'll practically end up the actual hill. Now going for this next part, make sure you've got the bike straight. If you don't have the bike straight when you go over that lip, you will crash. It is as simple as that. Guarantee the wheels are parallel and you will not crash. Now into the right-hander of turn 7, still early on in this track, so of course these aren't too bad, these corners. Time your acceleration right and then push out of the corner once both wheels are aiming towards the apex. Now go into the left-hand side, flick it to the right, flick it to the left again, and then to the left point here. You don't have to reduce all speed, but just reduce the acceleration just enough to slow the bike down, because when you're going at that much speed, it's very difficult for the bike to still stay in tune with itself. It will start to wobble, it will start to shake, and by the time you try and chuck it in, you will just simply crash. Now coming into turn 10, nice acceleration here. Be careful on the acceleration with this Kawasaki. It's a little bit misleading sometimes. It seems to be quite gentle, and then in the lower gears it really wants to go for it, so just be careful on that one. Now braking for the left-hander. Nice easy particular corners are these ones, but just make sure you're prepared for the right-hander in a moment's time. Brake early, because remember, in the back of your mind, you are on stock tyres, no slick tyres right now, so make sure you're braking earlier and gradually. If you try and brake abruptly, those tyres will heat up way too quick. And as you can see, even for myself, 2 minutes into this 7-minute lap, and the front tyre is looking very, very toasty. Make sure you're braking early for this extremely difficult corner. The right-left-left combination is extremely difficult, so make sure you are braking early to give yourself lots of time. Prepare yourself for the corners that are coming up, and make sure you can utilise the rear brake when necessary. It's a very difficult track. Everybody knows this. Don't expect you just to nail it the first time, but do not be intimidated by the Nordschleife. Just keep pushing forward. If you happen to invalidate the lap, continue to go. Learn the track, get used to it, and then attack in time attack mode. Braking early, as you can see for turn 15, sort of bringing it into the apex and rather letting it out a little bit. That way you'll get the right acceleration on the exit. Now into the very difficult left-hander section. You can go not full throttle, but maybe 80%. If you're really confident and really, really brave, you can go full acceleration, but I would advise against. Go around 80 to 75% acceleration. Continue to push forward and just move the analog stick gently, smoothly. Exactly how you want to be on a motorcycle. No abrupt movements, no chucking it left and right. Smooth movements. That's how you're going to tackle the Nordschleife. Take it slowly. Even if you complete the lap in 9 minutes, it's a lot more successful than restarting, restarting, and restarting because you keep crashing. Now into turn 18, nice smooth corner, but this turn 19 coming up does catch me off guard quite a lot, so brake early. See the rumble strip on your right-hand side of the screen there? I can't preach this enough. I preach this in every single video. The rumble strips are there to aid you get into the corners correctly. So when you see that one, of course on slick tyres you would probably brake at the rumble strip. Just taking in consideration we're on stock tyres, make sure you brake that little bit earlier. Use the rumble strips as a guide as they see them, as they materialise into view. Make sure you're utilising the rear brake and the front brake. Go 80-20 if you want to, 80% on the front brake, 20% on the rear. Always use the rear brake to slow you down to those difficult corners. Maintain that heat into the rear tyre as well, because of course the stock tyre, it might get pretty warm, it might get toasty, but if you can maintain the optimal temperature, then you're not doing too bad for the rest of the track. So very difficult section of corners this one. You might want to take these ones a little bit slower. I tend to just cool it off a little bit around these couple of corners because it's a very, very difficult combination to tackle. You can utilise a lot of this corner here, so don't worry if you are going a little bit too wide. You can utilise this bit of off-track surface here, this sort of different sort of style of concrete. Now onto the left-hand side for turn 25. Again, take your time on that one. There's going to be a dip in a moment's time, so make sure you're ready and prepared. Keep the bike straight. As you can see, I didn't get the bike straight and I went a little bit off. So bear that in mind. I can't show you any better than that. So don't follow what I did there. Utilise my knowledge, what I've just said. Keep the bike straight, keep the bike gentle movements, and you'll be okay. Going down this dip here, important to make sure you're pushing forward on the analog stick, pushing forward into the actual tuck-in button, whichever button you have to set up, because of course you don't want a wheelie coming into that corner. Now onto the right hand side for quite a while. Get ready to gently brake into the left hander for turn 29. Yes, turn 29 because there's that many bloody corners. Now going into turn 30. Utilise that bit of different surface if you want to, but I like to hug the apex and let the corner bank me round. Now going into the right-hander of turn 31-ish. It's about turn 31 or whatever the class of the corners in this track. And you're onto the home straight. We've managed to survive. We're going there. Only a couple more corners to go and you have navigated the Nordschleife with DrAce on board the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10RR on stock tyres, of course. Mentioned many times, and many times I'll always mention, I'm ready for slick tyres in the weekly challenges. Why isn't that a thing yet? I know you're all thinking it, I certainly am. But right now we're going to be picking up to about 200 miles an hour, ready to gradually bring the analog stick onto the left-hand side. Full throttle, we can't get any more RPM out of this thing, and begin to brake slowly. Brake slowly, brake gradually, and just gently bring it into turn 35. Get it onto the right-hand side of the tyre, get ready to then flick it onto the left-hand side, carrying around 70 miles an hour, to the right-hand side for turn 35, and you have navigated the Nordschleife quite successfully with a 6:48.135. So those are my sector times for the magnificent German track. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's going to take a lot of time. If you need any assistance, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try and give you some pointers and a little bit more advice. So that concludes the Nordschleife. I am sitting pretty on the top spot of the world leaderboard right now. A 6:48 to my name, and a 7-minute is the nearest contender. So 12 seconds ahead of the competition. My challenge for you guys, I guess, is to beat my time. Let me know when you've done it. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this guide has helped you. Let me know in the comment section if it did help. But upon that note, guys, thanks for watching as always. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.